All right, what's up everybody? It's Ethan here for hike number 2 of the day here in Arches National Park, and I am doing arguably the most popular hike in the entire state of Utah, without a doubt the most popular hike in Arches, and that is of course Delicate Arch. So we are here at Wolf Ranch at the trailhead, and we're going to be taking the Delicate Arch Trail right up there to the arch. It's a 1.5 miles one way, so 3 miles round trip and about 500 feet of total elevation gain. So pretty easy hike, not too long, not too much elevation gain, and I'm excited to show you guys. I can tell you right now there are some people here, but it's definitely a lot less crowded than the last time I did this hike. All right, so I'm really hoping the cold doesn't kill my phone again on this hike like it did on the Devil's Garden Trail. But just climbed that initial hill from the parking lot, and I'll tell you, the last time I hiked this trail, it was literally like, I mean, having done both, I can tell you that it was very comparable to walking down the sidewalk in like the Times Square area in New York. Like, it was literally that crowded on this trail. People were like literally like shoulder to shoulder with each other. It was absolutely insane. I've been on a lot of crowded trails all over the place in all the national parks and stuff I've been to, but I still have never experienced anything like what I experienced the first time I did the Delicate Arch Trail. Matter of fact, it was so crowded in Arches the last time I was here that that's actually the reason that this is the first time I've been back to the park in 3 years, over 3 years, because it was really annoying, honestly, how many people were here the last time I was in the park. But obviously it's completely different times of year. Like, you know, it's December and a weekday, and last time I was here it was, you know, a Saturday, and on a Saturday, it was on a Saturday in like May. So all right, well, this is the steepest part of the hike right here, climbing up this slick rock. I think once you get to the top you have to cut to the left, but as far as uphill climbing goes, this isn't too bad. And like I said, this is without a doubt the toughest section of the hike. All right, well, I made it to the top of the that Slick Rock hill. You can see the LaSalle Mountains out in that direction. Really cool. You actually get a ton of good views of those in a lot of the trails here in Arches and over in Canyonlands as well. But yeah, that's looking back down to where I came from, and as the sign conveniently points out, I'll be heading this way. And unlike the primitive sections of the Devil's Garden Trail, I would say it's pretty much impossible to get lost on this hike. Most of it's a really well-defined trail, and even the second portion of it where you're climbing up over slick rock and stuff like that, there's tons of signs everywhere, so it is not a very difficult trail to follow at all. And if you're out here in the summer months, definitely make sure to bring plenty of water. I mean, even a short hike like this, if it's, you know, in the 90s or 100s, with how exposed it is, you can have some potential problems really fast. Okay, well, I'm definitely in the home stretch. Just got, I don't even know, an eighth of a mile, if that, to get to Delicate Arch. It should be pretty much right around the corner. Lots of cool scenery though. You don't get anything like too epic on this trail, obviously with the exception of the arch itself. But it is a very pleasant, enjoyable hike. No doubt about that. All right, well there it is, Delicate Arch. The La Salle Mountains right behind it. And there's only like 6 other people here, which is pretty phenomenal. There was well over 100 the last time I was here, so. But yeah, there it is, really cool looking. It's honestly hard to tell how big it is from this view, but I mean, if I was standing next to it, I'd only come up to like right about where my finger is right now. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky. So, and I'm 6'3". So that should kind of give you a perspective on how big it actually is. It's huge. The most iconic view in the state of Utah right here. It's even on their license plate. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Wanted to give you guys a little more up close and personal view of the arch. So just as like a frame of reference for how big this thing is, my eye level is like right about here, and that's how tall it is. Pretty tall thing. And it's a completely freestanding arch. Really incredible. And as you can see, there's a couple of people up here, but it's pretty quiet, which is really nice. Like I said, vastly different experience than the last time I was here. And there's the beautiful La Salle Mountains in the background. All right, well, I'm starting to feel the cold again, so it is probably about time that I start heading back down the trail. All right, well, I'm almost back at the trailhead. Took me about 10 minutes, if that, to get back here. I was jogging most of the way down just because it's cold and I felt like doing something to warm me up. I've actually been doing that on a lot of the hikes I've been doing out here in Moab, so, but it's nice. But yeah, should be going up and then back down a hill, and then I'll be back at the trailhead. And there are actually some petroglyphs right by the trailhead, so I'll stop by there and show those to you guys as well. All right, as promised, before leaving, I'm gonna show you somebody's sock, but also petroglyphs. Very cool. There's actually a lot of places out here in Utah where you can see petroglyphs. This is one of the only spot I know about in arches, but well, actually no, there's some other spots in arches where you can see them. But yeah, they're really cool. There's definitely lots of awesome Native American history in the Southwest. All right, well, that'll about wrap up this video. Delicate Arch is an awesome hike, and despite how crowded it can get, I would say that especially if you can do it during a less busy time of the year, or you know, during a weekday, do it early in the morning, whatever you got to do to avoid the crowds. This is definitely a must-do hike if you're in Arches National Park. I mean, Delicate Arch is without a doubt one of the most iconic places to go see in Utah. I mean, it's on their license plate, so you got to check it out at least once. This is my second time doing this hike, and as I've said a million times, but I'll say it a million more times, it was a vastly different experience this time. Far less people, really cool. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. If you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon for another awesome adventure.